And hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Quick Facts. I'm your host, Dr. Runfast, aka Dr. Two First Names, but you can call me Michael Doug. Alright, let's get to it. Today's episode is gonna be on coyotes. What was that? Alright, so quick notes. Pros, coyote pros, highly diverse diet. They eat basically about everything. They eat things for like goose eggs. Coyotes basically just about eat everything that's smaller than them and slightly bigger than them, like deer fawns, all kinds of rodents, like things like skunks, ground nesting birds, squirrels, all the fun things like that, rabbits. They also got cool howls, and interestingly enough, they're impossible to exterminate. The reason why they're so difficult to exterminate is because at nighttime when they howl, if they do not hear any of the other coyotes in the area, they will dramatically increase their leader size. And this makes them so difficult to exterminate. We've been trying to control, well, not we, but America's been trying to control the coyote population for years, and they continue to grow. And that is why. Some few cons, small and no thumbs, and this is a coyote in case you forgot what it looked like. As we said before, coyotes sort of have a very wide, varied diet. They eat, all sorts of things. They eat like donuts, birds, rodents, fawns, and cats! I'm sorry. Right, so a bunch of cool guys in Alaska decided to do research on these guys, snow hares, and the effect coyotes had on them, and a bunch of other animals too, so let's take a look. So we got snow hares right here, we got ground squirrels, we got lambs, we got vole, and we got total prey all together. And as time goes on, total prey and hare both go down. And as we turn to this page right here, this is basically what the coyotes are eating, and they can tell what they're eating by counting the amount of prey items in their poop. So as you can see, as the hair biomass increases, there's more hair product in the hair product. When hair biomass is high, you see hair biomass is high, the coyotes are mostly predating on snow hares. So in a way, they are sort of a specialist in that regard, specialist kind of hunter. But as we can see, as the biomass goes down, they begin to diversify their prey, huh? Ooh, pretty smart, huh? Alright, so we've seen that in some ways coyotes are both a specialized and a generalized type of species. So let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of being a generalist species. So let's see what we got here. We got, when you're a pro, is being able to thrive in multiple environments. They have multiple food sources. You're more resistant to extinction. Coyotes tend to be more of a generalist species. This is why they have multiple food sources. They sort of eat anything they want. Lately, they've been moving into urban environments. And interestingly enough, one of their biggest competitors is domestic cats. So they end up fighting a lot. They end up killing a lot of house cats. It's very sad. The cons of being a generalist species is high competition, just as we said with the cats. And they can often be outcompeted by other species that may thrive better in the environment. So for example, humans are better generalists than coyotes are. We can see the pros and cons of being a specialist or a generalist, but what's interesting about the coyotes is that with this graph, we can clearly see that they're both. They're both in that when the hair is in abundance, it becomes a specialist, but when it's not in abundance, it becomes a generalist and diversifies. I think this is also very useful because it's been theorized that it has a less substantial impact on the ecosystem itself, so you don't drive the hares to extinction. Alright, so just to quickly review what we learned at Quick Facts today. So coyotes, very adaptable, resistant to extinction. They use prey switching to prevent a long-term ecosystem damage, and they're super cool. Thank you for joining me. This is Michael signing out.